How's it going, guys? It's Phantom Yu-Gi-Oh here, bringing you an Infernoid deck profile today. Something a little spicy, a little more fun. It's 2021. We haven't been playing Infernoids in a while, but this is my spin on the deck. It's decent. It is decent. I think it's playable at locals, but it's something fun, and I'm just excited to be able to use these cards again. It's been a while. They look so good. So. Let's see the deck profile, and I'll talk through some combos as well. Alright, we're going to start with the main deck, the Infernoid lineup. So I'm playing 2 Anunku and 3 Deviati. I am playing 3 Deviati because you want to make sure you have one in deck for Imagination. It has to send it for Tierra's materials. And Deviati you're always sending off of Decatron, and then you might mill one, so you wanna. I like having the third one to keep in deck. So yeah, I'm playing 3 of those. Okay, then I'm playing 1 each of the bigger ones. These 2 are really good at breaking boards and putting some pressure on the board, and Sajet, of course, is necessary, unfortunately, for Void Feast, but we are playing 1 of those as well. And then for the smaller ones, I'm playing 2 Patrulia, 2 Harmadic, and then the 3 Decatron. Of course, Decatron is one of the best normal summons of the deck. Sends an Infernoid from deck to grave to copy its level and effect. So you're pretty much always sending Deviati, which will make Decatron a monster negate. Playing 2 Harmadic, which is a little odd for standard Infernoid lists, and I'll show you why as we get through the profile. Okay, next, this is a Dogmatica Infernoid deck, so we are playing 1 Ecclesia, 1 Fluor. Nadir Servant adds these from deck or grave, so you only need 1, in my opinion. Plus, when you're milling off of Reasoning or Monster Gate, you don't really want to hit these guys, even though Ecclesia does get effect on Special Summon, but you still want to get through as much of your deck as you can before hitting 1, so we're just going to play 1 of each of those. And now for a little spicy engine I'm playing in my list is Predaplant, Scorpio, plus 1 Cobra. I'll go through some combos and tell you why I'm playing this, but basically Scorpio's effect is to discard a monster from your hand to summon a Predaplant from the deck. So you're going to be summoning Cobra, and Cobra on special summon gets Search of a Fusion or Polymerization card. That target is going to be Instant Fusion, which you'll see, but I'll go through some combos of why we're playing that. Onto the spells, we're playing 3 Nadir. Servant, of course, searches Ecclesia, dumps Titaniclad typically, or Entis, or you can also dump Tierra just to get another Infernoid name engrave. Then we're playing 3 Void Vanishment and only 1 Imagination. This is a going first list, so we don't need more Imagination. Imagination's a purely going second card, so we have the 3 Vanishment. We can search the Imagination if we need to, but we want to search the Feast first. So just the 1 Imagination. I don't want it to brick. Playing 2 Monster Gate and 1 Reasoning. Reasoning's at 1, so that's why I'm playing 1. I would like to play 3, but and then Monster Gate. It's good. It can be used on one of your normal summons if it gets negated. For example, Scorpio is bait to pretty much any hand trap in the game. Ash, Valor, Imperm, you name it. So Monster Gate can get rid of that for you. Same with Decatron. Vulnerable to to Valor or Imperm. I believe Yes, it's vulnerable to Ash as well, since sending is part of the effect. I'm pretty sure, if I just read correctly. So, yeah, vulnerable to a lot of hand traps. Good for Monster Gate. We're playing the 1 instant fusion to search off Scorpio. We're playing the 1-for-1 to summon Decatron. And we're playing Called by the Grave because, as one more time, we are very vulnerable to hand traps. So, Called by the Grave can help a lot. On to the trap lineup. We're going to be playing 2 Dogmatical Punishment and 1 Void Feast. These are all searchable, and Punishment's really good. Again, we can send Tierra to get names in Grave, and Tierra is nicely 3,400 attacks, so it can get over some bigger stuff than usual with Punishment. And then the final 3 traps are 3 Infirm. Nice for getting around, and nice for breaking boards if you're going second. It's the only hand trap we play, but and that's because we're playing Monster Gate in Reasoning, and we don't want to be summoning our hand traps. You could play Gamma and Driver. I chose not to. I don't like Driver. We already have a ton of bricks in the Infernoids themselves, so I don't want to play another one with Driver. Onto the extra deck, and then I'll get into some combos. We're playing 2 Tierra, that's all you need. You only need 1 to summon off of Imagination, and then I have another one to send off of Nadir or Punishment, just for a name. Playing 3 Entis. This you send off Tierra. If you summon Tierra, or again off any of the Dogmatica cards, you send Entis for extra pops. 2 more fusions. We're playing Winda. This is our instant fusion target, and I'll go through some reasons why. And we're playing Titaniclad for the Dogmatica stuff to get you Floor in the end phase on turn 1. Links. We're playing 1 each of Almirage and Sun Avalon Dryas. These are both link 1s that we can link off our negated stuff with. So if your Scorpio gets negated, you have to go into Dryas. Its attack is too high for Almirage. So this is a link 1. It'll let you go into Ecclesia if Scorpio doesn't work out. And then same with Decatron, you go into Almirage if you get negated, and then you can still play with Dogmatica cards. Okay. Then we have Phoenix and Cherubini. These are the 2 cards we're going to be going into with the Protoplant monsters. After we summon Scorpio and Cobra, we go into Cherubini, usually, or Phoenix if needed, going second to take out a Floodgate or something like that. Phoenix can be really anything. It's the most flexible card in the extra deck. So, Equimax is really good in Infernoids. If you've played Infernoid before, you know that, but the basic interaction is Equimax gains attack for everything it points to, but other monsters cannot attack while he's on the board. So you would attack with Equimax, pointing to 2 Infernoid monsters for a really big attack stat there, and then you would tribute off Equimax with your Infernoid monster to banish the card. And now those 2 Infernoids can attack because Equimax is not on board anymore. And then the last 3 cards in the extra are Hida, Selene, and Access Code. All of your Infernoids are fire, so Hida's really easy to go into. And then you just bring back probably an Ash, or if you're playing against Tri-Brigade, they have fire monsters, so you always have stuff to go into there. And then Selene Access to close out games. If you don't have Hida, or if they don't have any fires in Grave, you can put 2 monsters on board and instant fusion into Winda, and that'll get you the Spellcaster material for Selene as well. So there's other ways to go into those. Okay, so now I'm going to go into why I'm playing Protoplants really quick. So I guess we'll just do a sample hand of, I don't know, 2 cards. Say we have Scorpio and then any Infernoid here. So the theory is you normal summon Scorpio, and discard your Infernoid for cost to summon Cobra from deck. Then Cobra activates, gets you instant fusion in hand. Then we're gonna link these two for Cherubini. Cherubini will summon here, and then we just go ahead and use Cherubini effect and dump the level 3 Infernoid, which is Harmodic. And this is just to get Infernoid names engraved. So we're pretty much forcing names engraved through a combo and not through the chance of milling them with Monster Gate. Now, if any of this gets negated, then yeah, you have Monster Gate to also try to get names engraved, but this is just a way to do it forcefully. So now we're going to go Instant Fusion and summon Winda under the Cherubini. And that's the combo just with the Predaplant part. So we have Cherubini, we have Winda underneath. It will not die in the end phase because Cherubini protects it. So opponent has to start playing through a Winda. Now, after you've done this, you can go on with anything else in your hand. Say you have Nadir. You can Nadir, send Titaniclad, search Ecclesia, then Ecclesia can summon under Cherubini, special summon, that's the one we have left off of Winda, search you Punishment, and in the end phase, we get Floor. So now you have Winda, a Punishment, and a Floor, so that's pretty solid disruption, not to mention your stuff is indestructible. If you don't have Nadir, then maybe you have Vanishment, and you can search a Feast and set a Feast, and then you can summon after they out your Winda, then you can summon 2 Decatrons and get 2 more negates after that. So there's a lot of opening plays. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You don't have to open the Predaplant to do things. So you have Nadir, you have Vanishment, you have the Predaplant, you have Decatron, so you have a lot of starters that you can resolve all of them with the right hand. So you're not just clogging with normal summons. We can get through stuff. If your Predaplant gets negated, we can Monster Gate it away. And then Decatron will proc on Monster Gate summon, or Ecclesia will proc on Monster Gate summon. So you can use all of your cards in your deck, and the Monster Gate will do something useful for you every time. So that's pretty much it. That's my Infernoid Dogmatika Predaplant deck profile. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments, because I really want to play Infernoid again. I want to play it as competitively as possible, so this is what I came up with. But if you have any ideas, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and we will catch you next time. Thank you.